It's been the home of the Panthers since 1996. Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. We welcome you to EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. For an opener, Purdy to throw. Brought in by Chris Olave. And they're going to mark them down up past the 35.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Off he carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the defense has it. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet. But then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway. They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. Now Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to have the Buccaneers 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Tyquan Thornton. Touchdown Buccaneers. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is James Cook. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Set go.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Smash, smash. Ready.
Once again, it's Cook. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense. And
under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play again.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
He'll get this complete. That's the tight end, Noah Gray.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
3rd down, 3 to go. Olave is the motion man. 3rd and short. Here's Purdy. That one intercepted. It's the linebacker, E.J. Speed. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Play action here. Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now, Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. 0-0s on the clock. The 1st quarter has come to an end. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass. is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Panthers will take their first timeout. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They're indeed going, and it's Mahomes. That's incomplete. Daring call on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
On the handoff, this is Cook. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He connects with Gray on that one. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold them to a short game. Throwing on second down is Purdy. And he's going to be taken down back in the 20-yard line.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to fourth down. Now Purdy. That is caught. They get 18 yards on fourth down and a fresh set of downs. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. Here's Cook. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Let's go.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. One more time with Cook. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's third down and goal. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Carolina. Myers. Good on the extra point. And the Panthers will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And the Panthers will have great field position as they take over at their own 45. One of the tight ends in motion right. On 1st and 10, Purdy. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Purdy now on 2nd down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
3rd and long. Here's Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
7 Pirates. Come on, set. 18, Pioneer. Panther 11. 19 tight.
They're indeed going for this. It's Purdy. And the rush is going to get there. He'll go down. They were taking a big risk, going for it in their own territory. It will not pay off. It's a turnover on downs. A carry here for Brown. And he brings it down to about the 28-yard line. Quandre Diggs there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Mahomes. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he will score. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bates now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bucs will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Ready, go.
Purdy. They'll set up the screen to Cook. Whoa! James Cook. He's on his way. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. What a pretty touchdown that was. Nothing looks nicer than a well set up screen, and that was executed to perfection.
Mike, the key to any successful screenplay is the timing between the offensive lineman getting out and where the running back is when he catches it. You'll see it here played out perfectly. He gets the escorts out in front of him, gets the key blocks he needs, all the way down for 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. On first down, it's Mahomes. Quick throw here is complete. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Hey, 57, 57. Yellow.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing is Mahomes. That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. And he will score. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Tampa. Here's Bates for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Buccaneers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Pass thrown deep for Godwin. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
On 2nd down, Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. It is picked off
like a book.
Rookie safety. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and the visiting Buccaneers have the advantage. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. first and 10. Now Brown. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. First down throw, Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Pitts is the man in motion. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Now he'll run. And Mahomes going to protect himself here. He's going to slide and get down, and he's got that first down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. A run up the middle with Cook. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is third down. That's going to be caught by Gray. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
I think in this field position, Mike, when fourth and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. Open man, that's the tight end, Gray. They convert with a gain of 15.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Here's second and 9. Purdy works out of the pistol. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Left side into the hands of Olave. He is in. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Panthers. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. First down throw there is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
3rd and 6. Patrick to throw. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That's caught. And he will go all the way. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Buccaneers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Cook. Wow, it wasn't for lack of effort. He tried every which way to elude the defense, but he was outnumbered. They finally got him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of yardage. Godwin working the right side. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Buccaneers 35, Panthers 21.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? He's got his man. That's Olave. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being...
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Olave is the motion man. On 3rd and long, Purdy to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Here's Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's going to tuck it and go.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the...
A dive for the end zone, but he loses the football. The Panthers have it. Well, that changed quickly. A terrific scramble, getting downfield, picking up yardage, but then dropping the football. It comes out, and the defense comes up with the recovery.
There's not many quarterbacks in the league, Mike, that can make that play with their legs. It's just such a shame that at the end of that run, he fails to protect the ball. The defense is able to jar it loose and take it away of what otherwise was a pretty fantastic play there by that quarterback.
Purdy now back near his goal line. He connects with Gray on that one. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Purdy now on 2nd down. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. They send Godwin in motion. 3rd down. Purdy. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's going to be caught.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the first down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
Now he throws back over the middle. It is complete. And he will get into the end zone. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Tampa. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. Yeah. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Craig Palmer. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bates now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. A 1st down throw for Purdy. And that is incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Gray is the motion man here. From back near the goal line, it's Purdy. That's deep for Olave. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
You know, Mike, anytime you decide you're going to air it out backed up on your own goal line, you're taking a big risk, right? It's got to be out of your hand fast. Give the quarterback somewhere to go quick. But the defense knows that. They're attacking. They're taking some chances to jump some passes. We saw it there, and they're lucky that was just a turnover instead of a pick 6.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Mahomes now to throw on second down. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. For Mahomes, that touchdown pass is a new career high. He had 50 in 2018. That's number 51 this year. Here's Bates for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bucs will add one more onto their big lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. They're going to be backed up now to start this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Gray is the motion man here. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains.
Into space. Inside the 30. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Myers now to add the PAT. The kick is good. Panthers cut into the lead a little bit. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Yellow.
On first down, it's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He's going to look downfield once again. So, a win here for the visiting Bucs. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. A chance to go for the season sweep on the road.